Hey guys, welcome back to Thomas VHS slash DVD reviews. I'm your host, Henry NWR1911, and make sure to subscribe and join my Discord, which is linked in the description below if you are over the age of 13. Today we're going to be reviewing the Best of Gordon. If you're wondering why I'm sounding so tired, I'm recording this at 12:30 in the morning. So Best of Gordon has a bit of an interesting lifespan, and God, I need to fix my selfie stick or just get a new one. So Best of Gordon was released on VHS on July 22nd, 2003. I think James and the Red Balloon came out that same day. And it was then released on DVD in the Best of collection on October 14th, 2003. And it was an exclusive to that pack before getting an individual DVD release on, I think, February 2nd or 3rd of 2004. It then got a reprint in 2004 with just a yellow border, and then it was reprinted in 2009 one time with just the Lionsgate logo slapped on here, and another with that weird boxcar art that should be showing on your screen. I think they brought back Salty Secret in that art style. They probably also brought back Thomas Comes to Breakfast in that style, calling it something like Pop Goes the Diesel. That box art is weird. So let's start off by looking at the VHS. Thomas and Friends logo, Best of Gordon, purple outline, love that cartoon Gordon. Gordon with a red sun, but the other best ofs had yellow ones, I think, and this case was yellow, so what do you gotta do? Hit Entertainment, I think this was the only best of to be distributed by Hit, and just seeing the Hit logo on a classic series tape that's not season 6 or 7 hits different to me for some reason. I can't wait to see what it's like when I get A Big Day for Thomas and Thomas gets bumped 2003 prints. Fun fact, this is a parody of Superman. This description it says on the Thomas Wiki. Better for Gordon. I think that's from Trouble with Mud. Our story stops. Website link. And I at one point had another copy of this, but it had a Thomas's Friends Help Out. I sold that. I'm gonna start selling random stuff on eBay, so I'm gonna try and link my eBay at some point on this channel if you want to buy some of the stuff I sell. But yeah, here's the tape. This was one of the first Thomas tapes I had as a kid. Maybe I should make a collection showing what the first tapes I ever had were, but for now that's all you're getting. And also with the DVD, I forgot to mention that in 2007 there was a Press My Nose, I Whistle slipcover that was done with the Best of Percy, Thomas, and James. Those Best of slipcovers are hard as hell to get your hands on. I would kill to find them, honestly. But yeah, the DVD is exactly the same. Anchor Bay logo as opposed to the Hit logo, which is on the back. And we get some nice bonus features in a 12-page booklet. The disc and the booklet. I've yet to collect an early years booklet, which I would love to. Maybe I'll just get a whole new copy altogether and just keep that and sign it, but whatever, I guess. The main menu, pick a story, fun and games, the 3 games, and I think Thomas's Snowy Surprise, I just got a copy of that at a train show, has this fold-out booklet, how Gordon works. Yeah. This looks pretty cool, frankly. Day Out with Thomas out, some books. I need to get that Chocolate Crunch book. And advertisements for other releases, and it's no surprise. Weird that, these other releases would advertise themselves, but Best of Gordon's not on here for some reason. Probably because it was, a later print, and I think some of the later releases feature an advertisement for, Best of Gordon. Here we are at the menu. Oh, geez. Notice how, the textures in the background shifted like that. And unlike the other best ofs, there's no read along or songs. I think this and Thomas and his Friends Help Out were the only releases that didn't feature any songs. It just feels a little bare bones in comparison to whatchamacallit, the other best ofs, which had more to them. Like, they probably could have put the Gordon Railway Series book on here. They probably could have put Gordon the Big Engine as a read-along. I don't know what other songs they could have picked. Maybe they could have put Never, Never, Never Give Up, but I don't know. Matt's just talking to Gordon. Just adjust my camera a bit. Let's just skip it at this part. So let's go to the pick a story thing. Gordon takes a dip. This was like an essential for the release. Everyone knows it, and on top of that, while the UK title Off the Rails is spectacular, Gordon Takes a Dip also works because he takes a dip in his career. It's a great episode too. Down the Mine, yes. Whistles and Sneezes. I feel like if they were to make a Best of Henry, that would be a good choice, but who cares? Gordon the Famous Visitor, yeah, it's not very good in terms of an adaptation. Or, actually, I think Gordon and the Famous Visitor is kind of a decent adaptation. Trouble with Mud is not a very good adaptation, even if it works decently on its own terms. But we know Gordon wouldn't be this petulant most of the time. And Wrong Road is just gorgeous. One of the best season 2 episodes. Glad to see it on here. Tender Engines also would have worked for a Best of Henry. Gordon and the Gremlin is dull, and A Better Year for Gordon's a classic. So, I don't get why they didn't make like a Best of Henry, honestly. Like, I would have all copies of it by now. No, jeez, notice how Gordon just got out of scale, so I think the Gordon's Memory Game was on Thomas Gets Tricked. Can't remember which one Fun with Numbers is on, if any. But let's take a look at the Gordon's Memory Game. And this set feels like it's on the edge of the world. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. I love this, like, backdrop Gordon is on, though. I really do. I can't remember if Fun with Numbers is on another release, so I'm just gonna take a look at it real quick. It's probably just some lame-ass counting game. How many whistles are there? Yeah, it's 4. Ding dang, I can do basic math. I'm done with this game. Oh, come on, my fucking thing froze. It's quite literally not allowing me to leave. Why? What do you get out of this, you masochist? Okay, finally. The Best of Gordon trivia, God, that Gordon prop is large. And Off the Rails, who had to push Gordon to the... I think it was Edward. I haven't watched the show in a while. Yeah, you can tell they really went the full mile to remaster all the footage for this release. And oh, look, I couldn't see Gordon moving before. I don't care. How many stupid kids were, And the character gallery, I think I know what it's gonna be like. It's probably gonna have Gordon at first. I think this was recycled for, like, another release. Like, it was on, Thomas vs. the Dragon. I think Thomas and his friends get along. Yeah, this kind of became, like, the de facto version when the Shed character gallery was used, I think. Oh, hey, Henry. Duck. I can kind of get why it's, like, the most polished but I feel like they probably could have updated this version to have Thomas go first and add more characters. They totally could have, but this feels like a solid mix between like having the retro nature of like the Ghislaine DVDs, while at the same time having that polished aesthetic. Like the textures in the background aren't shifting. It doesn't look that wonky. Trevor looks like a still image being dragged across the screen. So does Terrence, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't love this art style to bits. Topham. I'm like, what's back there at the menu? Just web fun. They couldn't even be bothered to like put a read-along story to make this review longer than it fucking was already. Fuck you, motherfucker. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hit you cared about Thomas way more than Mattel ever will, but yeah. What happens if like this closes? If this finishes? Does it take me back to the menu? Weird. But I give Best of Gordon a solid 6 or 7 out of 10. It's kind of held back by the fact that there aren't any special name board, aren't any special intermissions like Best of Thomas, Percy, and James. It just feels kind of plain in comparison. But the episode selection is still solid, and this was a solid way to end off the best of line. So you know what? I recommend this release. Why do I care? This is a good release. Pick it up if you can. And oh, okay, it's auto playing. Good night, guys.